Hey Jack, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. It looks like you took a bit of a knock in the last game there, so tell me how you're feeling.
I feel alright actually. It's more cosmetic than anything.
hmm And what exactly happened there, and what do you remember from that?
I just went to try and be aggressive and clear the ball out from a long throw and headed the back of the guy's head more than anything. So yeah, I got a couple stitches at halftime and just feeling good after that.
Perfect. So feeling good. Now you're heading back to Philadelphia. Thoughts on facing your old team again now in a playoff game where, you scored 2 goals in MLS Cup there in a playoff game for that team. So thoughts on going back there?
Yeah, it'll be exciting. I think it's a good game, and it'll be a good game for us to show how we've improved since the last time that we met each other. But yeah, I think it's a good game for us.
So clearly you battled through adversity in the last game. It was the first playoff game for a lot of members on the squad. You're, as Alex said, a veteran that's been through the playoffs before. What do you think was a part of that? Like, what do you think led to the team adapting so well to the first test in the postseason?
I think everyone understood that it was going to be an intense game and needed to bring that intensity on both sides of the ball, and did that very well. And took our chances when we got them, and defended well when we had to. So I think everyone just understood what the game was going to be like and really stood up to the occasion.
Jack, I'm curious, with this team rounding into form at this time of year, what does it feel like when you guys are mostly healthy and playing really good attacking football at this point of the year?
Yeah, I think it's everyone feels very confident. I think it's a crucial thing, especially at this time of year, to feel good with each other and feel good as a team, that you have the run of form that we have in the past 12, 13 games. That objectively gives you confidence, and then the performances that go with them, and the type of ways that we've won also gives us confidence.
Teresa Limon with Chicago Fire Spanish Radio. Question is, you've been recognized multiple times in the league for your defensive and offensive contributions. How do you balance your attacking instincts with maintaining your primary defense responsibilities under pressure?
Yeah, I think the most importantly for me is the defensive aspect, and trying to make sure that have that locked down, and especially as a team. But attacking, obviously, when I get the chance to go forward and set pieces, is the most important way to try and contribute for us. And doing that is being switched on and ready to do what I have to do and be aggressive inside both boxes, really.
We'll take a couple questions from Zoom. As a reminder, I see a few of you already have your hand up, but please use the raise hand icon if you have a question. We'll start with Jim Alexander from Real Talker.
Hey, Jack. Obviously, a lot of the story is about you going back there, which you've already done that during the season. But is there anything you think you can share with the guys in the locker room about playing in Philadelphia in a playoff atmosphere? As many will be doing that for the first time, and you spend so many years there. Is there any sort of things you can add, maybe that extra from all your time there, to sort of help prepare the guys for either the atmosphere or just what to expect when you're going to be in Philadelphia?
Yeah, I think I do have a wealth of experience there and know a lot about the stadium, the crowd, and all that kind of stuff. But I think the most important thing for us, and something that we need to focus on, is that it's going to be a completely different game to the one we played the other night, and it's a completely new game in which they'll do a lot of pressing and how they play, trying to get momentum of the game, and pressing you high is something that we already understand and have seen, and it's caught us out before. So I think it's just crucial to understand the type of game that it's going to be, and as much as The other night was a certain way and it needed a certain type of intensity. The Philadelphia game almost, you have to step up again and do the same thing but better.
Thank you. Now we'll go to Alex Campbell from CHGO.
Hey, Jack, thanks for the time. Actually, on that answer you were just giving, I did want to ask how you prepare in terms of, in the time you guys have for that big shift, given how different a style this game will be played in. What are the challenges of only having a couple days to totally shift that focus, and how are you able to be particularly helpful given your expertise on the opponents on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a challenge when you've got a shorter week to prepare, and it's crucial to understand the challenges and get the framework for how we want to play, which we've already started to do. Forget about the other night and that result. We've got plenty more work to do, and I think that's the key. We haven't done anything yet.
So, talking about that intensity in Philadelphia, like you've encountered it when you were a part of it, just the style of play that, has shifted a little bit this year from maybe what it was, but it's still the DNA that goes from the academy on up. How important is it for you guys to be able to manage the first minute just of that intensity and try getting something going for you just so that you find that level and then can kind of grow from there?
Yeah, I think it takes, have to grow into the game, and it starts from the first minute. And yeah, it's being ready for that first minute and showing that you're going to stand up to it, and that's what we're there for.
Jack, the last time I was in Philly, they made a whole nice thing of honoring you as it was your first time back. Is it nice that won't be the case? You can just kind of focus on the game on Sunday, excuse me? Yeah,
it was obviously very nice, and it was nice to see from a place that I'd been for a while, and meant a lot. But yeah, I think it's good. Philly fans are gonna be Philly fans, and maybe I won't get quite as warm a welcome this time, but that's to be expected, and I think that's something that we can use.
Jack, Greg said after the last game that it was maybe a good thing you were in the wild card so you guys could get some playoff experience before going into this series. How true do you think that is, knowing that there's only 5 of you on the roster who have any MLS playoff experience at all, and how's that wild card going to help you in that way?
Yeah, I think it was actually it was good for us, and the aspect of knowing it was a one and done almost made it more pressurized, and gives us that even more experience into the world of playoffs, especially for the people that hadn't been in that situation before, because it is different, and this game is going to be different to the last, and the next one's going to be different, but the intensity and all that kind of stuff is going to have to be the same, and even higher, especially as the tournament progresses.